If you guys have watched many of my videos, you know I'm kind of a I make it up as I go kind of guy. So this is our entrance. So we walk in to the house, and when we come in, this will be like a vestibule here. And then we're going to have a stairway that we can go up. Sounds like we got a running horde that just fell into the moat. A couple of big mamas left. Just out of curiosity, let's look in this house too. See, it's a 3-block high house as well, with spiders. We need to get a fumigator. There's spiders in the house.
Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm an Oldguy Gaming. And if you want to see this 50-year-old dude take on the hardest settings that 7 Days to Die has to offer, make sure you stick around and watch the whole video so you know how it turns out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that bell so you don't miss out on any Oldguy Gaming action. And if you've already subscribed, you, my friend, are awesome sauce.
To start with, I'm going to just basically lay down a very large wooden foundation. Now, what I'll probably do is once I kind of figure out what the outline of the foundation is and so forth, we got a couple spawns over here. Then I'll change it. Or change the outer layer to probably steel, but I'll still paint it, to look like wood or whatever we end up going with. But I don't want to do that yet because I'm not entirely sure how this is going to come together. I have a very general idea of what I want to do, but I don't know specifically. And I won't really know that until it starts to come together. So we're just going to start with wood for now. All right, so. Basically, guys, what's going to happen is I'm going to start laying frames down, and I'm not going to do all of this on camera, of course, but I'll kind of give you an idea of what's going to happen, and then I'll stop the video, get the frames down, and then come back when we get to a spot, where it makes sense to do so. But that being said, what I believe I want to do is, because this is 80 blocks long, it's 80 blocks square, right? I think I'm going to go 40 out, or rather, I'm sorry, 20 out to each side. Okay? So that gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. This is going to be a pretty large structure, probably the largest structure I have built in 7 Days to Die to date. And that still gives us a lot of ground, to work with, for landscaping and stuff like that later. Maybe even, we'll make a secondary building, like a guest house or something, just for funsies, So let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay? So let's run back out here for a second. And that's how wide this mansion's going to be. Looks like we got a screamer. How deep it's going to be, I haven't quite decided that yet. And, one of the things I'm thinking, too, is I'm thinking I might actually make like a wraparound porch on this thing. So that, that's something I'm toying with the idea too. But as far as its depth, I don't want it to come all the way up to the garden because, I kind of want this to be almost like a patio area back here, have maybe a deck, that sort of thing. So I don't know. We'll probably, let's just see what happens if we go 10 blocks this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, that gets us really close to the garden. So I'm not sure if I like that idea. Let's go this direction. So we have 4 down there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So if we went 20 out this way, that still gives us a pretty decent front yard, if you want to look at it that way. So I think we're okay coming 20 out that direction. But I don't know about going 10 this way. Just because, again, I kind of have plans for like a deck, a patio, that sort of idea back behind here. And this is a little closer to the garden than I want it to be. So maybe what we'll do is we'll 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just go 5 back from there and see how that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill all this in with wood blocks, and then take the wood to the first stage, just because I like the way the first stage looks better. And like I said, once we figure out, you know, what the actual shape of the mansion's going to be, the outer shell I will convert, at least, you know, like the first 3 blocks or so from the ground. I will convert to steel and then paint. But I'm not going to do that yet until I figure that out, okay? So I'm going to cut the camera here and lay this thing in and start getting the wood in. And then when that's done, I'll come back and we'll get started with the next part of this. So I'll see you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I'm back and almost finished laying the first layer of wood frames here for our foundation. And there we go. Okay, so this is the first stage of this building project. Right now it's just you know, a rectangle basically, but we'll probably be changing that depending upon how it starts to come together. If you guys have watched many of my videos, you know I'm kind of I make it up as I go kind of guy. I do have a general plan, of course, but we'll see how it comes together specifically. I'm even, you know, not entirely sure what it's going to look like in the end, which is kind of exciting, you know, for me too, because, you know, it comes together as it comes together. So let's grab our nail gun, and we'll start in the corner. And it's time now to start converting these into wood. So I'll probably keep you with me for a little bit here and maybe do some time lapse and play some music. Didn't mean to do that. And so yeah, let's get started on this and get this thing planked up. All right, and the last block right there. Cool. So that takes care of our foundation. So the idea is that when you come into the front door, this will be right about here or so if I decide to make this a wraparound porch. You'll come in, and because this is going to be kind of like a mansion, there's going to be a stairway. And so you'll come in and you'll have a stairway that you'll go up, and then that will curve over to each side, for the upper floors. And because I'm not following an exact floor plan, but what I might do instead is I might kind of start with some of the interior rooms first and work our way out. So that way we kind of know, how wide and how long it's going to be and that sort of thing. That's sort of what I'm thinking at this point. And then if it turns out, once I get everything in place that I want, that this foundation is wider than it needs to be, I might shorten it up a little bit, depending upon, again, how wide I want the porch to be. So that's kind of my thought process as far as that goes. So, that being said, let's just say for now that the porch is going to be, I'm thinking at least 4 blocks wide for the porch. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so that means then the wall would start there. And that this would be the doorway. Right here, because this is the dead center. Now, one thing I'm not sure about. This is what we have for doors. And, we don't want that because that looks terrible, right? What I'm probably going to have to do, guys, and I'm just going to tell you this up front, okay? I'm probably going to have to use creative mode for some of the stuff on this mansion. Simply, for the simple reason I can't, there's things that are in the game that I can't craft. And there's nothing I can do about it. If I can't make it, I can't make it. But if it's still there and it's still appropriate for, what we want to do, then, that's what we're going to do. So I'm just telling you that up front. So you know, I play this game legit as much as I can. I don't cheat anything in off camera or anything like that. But in order to again do what we want to do, there's some things that I'm going to have to cheat in order to get that done. Kind of like I did with the sink in the Forge House a few episodes back when I was putting that kitchen together. So that being said, let's go ahead and activate creative mode, and then I'm going to go into the menu, and I just want to see what's available for doors. Because see, there's a lot more stuff here that's available in the creative menu that I can't, make myself. And what I was kind of hoping for is, a double door that looked good. We have these garage door options, but of course they look like crap. We don't want jail doors. We have the house front doors that we'll probably end up using. Can we even make those? We could probably make those through painting. Let's actually test that theory. Because if I end up needing to just use the regular doors, and if we can paint them to look good, then we'll do that. So I got some paint here, and I think I have a paintbrush upstairs. Yes, I do. So let's grab that. And we're just gonna experiment a little bit with a couple of different possible options. And again, I'm just making this up as I go. I'm not doing it in any particular order. I don't have a blueprint or anything like that I'm following. So we'll just do it and see what happens. So if we put that door there, and let's go ahead and upgrade it. Can we paint it and make it look nice? That's what we want to find out. So let's press the R key, go into these options, and does it give us a door? No, that's a garage door panel, but it looks like crap. What are our wood options? Wood fence. Yeah, see, it's just not really giving me much to work with. I mean, we could try that. Oh, that doesn't even work on it. Okay. So you see what I mean? That's why if we go into the creative menu, at least I can get, you know, the house front door. And we have a couple of those. This is 1 and 2. We don't want the metal doors. That looks stupid. So those are really our only options for, you know, stuff that would look like the door of a home. Unless we could do maybe a garage door and paint it. Let's just see what that looks like. Is it possible to paint this and make it look good? Nope. There's a screamer over there. Boom. Love those shotgun turrets. Okay. Let's see. Press the R key. Now, I wonder if it would let me use these some of these metal textures, like the ventilation. No, it doesn't let me do that either. So it looks like basically our only option is going to be then to use the house doors from creative menu. So let's look at both of these. Okay, that one looks kind of shabby. I guess the only real difference is this one has the brass handle. So yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna go with. I wonder if it would let me do like a double door kind of idea. Okay. I mean, normally, you know, these would open from the center, but that works though. I think that works. So we're gonna go with that. And yeah, let's do that. So that's gonna be our front door. So let's throw out this stuff that we don't need. Again, I won't use anything more than what I need to get this task done. And you know, it's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know why. There's no reason why they shouldn't let us make this stuff. You know, in the normal game. But at least in this alpha, it appears that that's not the case. So that's what we're gonna have to work with. So, the other thing too is this doesn't put us in exact center, but there's not really much we can do about that either. So let's get just the frame itself done. we go. And then, you know, eventually we'll put a porch light up there too. So this is our entrance. So we walk into the house, and when we come in, this will be like a vestibule here. And then we're going to have a stairway that we can go up. So let's see where we want that to take place. And I'm hoping that I can make, I guess these wood stairs is what we would do, but that we can paint them, you know, and make them look as nice as we can. Alright, so let's just make 20 of these for now. That's probably more than I need. So we walk in, and then if we went to the left, we'll have some kind of a room in here. This might, for example, be the living room. And then if we turn right, this could possibly be like a kitchen area or a dining area, perhaps, I'm thinking. So if we start the stairs, maybe right there. That might be a little close. Let's go back. Let's go back another, say, 2 blocks. So how about that? Yeah, I think that's probably what we're after there. We walk into the house. This will open up into this room. This will open up into that room, and then we'll have some stairs. So yeah, let's just do this. I mean, you know, they're just wood stairs, so I can easily redo them later if I decide we want to do that. And then I guess the next question is, how high do I want the first floor to be? We're definitely going to want it to be at least 3 blocks high. And we might even make it a little higher, especially here in the vestibule, make it more like a vaulted, you know, type of idea. So, the other thing I'm thinking is, do I want... Yeah, I'll probably just use normal blocks for now, but I'll probably change these to angle blocks later on in the final version. So let's make this 4 high, and then we'll look at it from there and see if that looks about right. So is that what we want for an upper level? Because then what we'll probably do is we'll probably have like a, you know, on the next floor we'll have like a hallway going this way, leading off into, you know, rooms, upper floor rooms, that sort of idea. So I'm just not sure if that's how high I want it or not. That's probably good, because if we stick with that, then this is the ceiling here, right? And that looks about like, you know, normal height, I'm thinking. At least for, you know, in the back part of the house. The thing is though, it's something I kind of need to decide now, because I don't want to like build like the whole second floor and then decide later that it's, you know, not high enough. What about up here? Does this look about right for a second floor? It's kind of hard to gauge that, you know, without the walls and the ceiling and that sort of thing in place. And then the other thing is, now that still gives us quite a bit of space. I was just thinking about the depth of it. Let's just do this, just for experimentation purposes. Let's go up one more and just see how we feel about that. Which would then make this the height of the ceiling. So that's definitely, you know, a lot higher. Because remember, this is kind of, you know, it's kind of supposed to be a mansion here, so it's going to be pretty big. Sounds like we got a running horde that just fell into the moat. We're going to go kill him because I don't want him tearing the shit out of everything. Oh, I know what I'm going to use on you guys. They'll probably all be dead by the time I get back there. Grab me some of these, because these do very minimal structural damage. Couple of big mamas left. Okay, so back to this. How high do we want this thing to go? That's the question. You know what we could do? I just had an idea. Let's go into town. Let's go into town and take a look at a couple of the upper class homes and just kind of see how high those ceilings are to get some ideas here. Alright, so let's take a look at these two homes in particular. Since these are considered the nicer homes in the game, I guess. Apocalypse notwithstanding. I should loot those brass fixtures too while we're here. Okay, so you come in here, and we have the stairway, and it looks like we should be able to paint our stairs red, which will be good. But this is like, you know, vaulted ceiling idea, right? So let's measure this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. So the back room is still a 3-block high ceiling. For the kitchen. And yeah, that looks about right. So I think what we will do is we'll go with this. So we'll go 4 blocks high on the stairs, and then we'll have the ceiling at the 3-block height in the rooms that we want the ceiling, and then, you know, like this one still has the vaulted stuff too. While we're here, let's get this brass. Let's also just kind of look at the upstairs too. So once we're up on the floor, then we are another... See, now this one goes 4 blocks high. That's interesting. It's not 3, but it's 4 high. I wonder if that's just because of the vaulted ceiling idea. Let's... I guess that room is unlocked. Yeah, this is, look at all these rooms for a minute. Yeah, they're all 4 high except for, you know, where the roof comes down. Okay. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same in here. Wasn't sure if that killed him or not. Let's pop this safe while we're here. I can't resist. Sorry, guys. Look at all those purple parts. Nice. And some paper. Okay, so the top floor of this place is generally 4 high. And it's got the, you know, the vaulted ceiling. So we are going to do something along those lines as well in our build. But that's good to know. That's helpful to know because then we can use that as a bit of a guide. So everything on the ground floor is 3 high. Everything on the upper floor is 4 high. There's more brass. More safe. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Grab all that. Okay. That helps. Let's look at this other house, though, too. Wait, is it exactly the same? I think it is. I think it's exactly the same. Yep. And because it's exactly the same, we might as well hit the safes in here too. Oh shit. Didn't I kill you or are you somebody new? Oh, we're not gonna mess with him. Okay. Yeah, so that has the same. But I think that helps, though. I mean, that kind of gives me what the information I wanted to see. Just out of curiosity, let's look in this house, too. See, it's a 3-block high house as well. With spiders. We need to get a fumigator. There's spiders in the house. Fumigation done. Hey, you can't be there. And this house is 3 blocks high on the upper floor too, because it doesn't have a vaulted ceiling. But we might, yeah, I don't know. We're definitely going to do a vaulted ceiling for part of the house. And then we might, do an attic too or something. Not that we need to, just for funsies, you know. Alright, well, let's head back to the ranch and get to doing some more building.